Yo.
That was so stupid. That was so dumb.
You had some words.
I want you to pray for me.
Oh.
I'm Nick Hamman. Hey, how's it going? And as per usual, I'm hungry today for traditional South African food prepared in an elevated way. This is something truly special that I can't wait to share with you. Come and check out Mogodu in the North. Andy, my friend.
Nick, how are you?
Hey, brother.
Welcome to Mogodu In The North.
It's good to be back.
Yes, sir.
We're going to eat the heads of things.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Starting with them shoes all the way up.
Yes, yeah. My wife wants a child, so we're going to make it happen.
Welcome. Let's get into it.
Thank you. Show me the Mogodu.
We remove the fat. We remove just the grass and everything, and we wash it. It's a mission on its own to wash it. Make sure it's clean, no stones, and then this is the clean one. The clean one will also need to be pre-rinsed before putting it in the pot and cooking it. So this is just a game that is very important in our process to wash it thoroughly. There's a person who's dedicated just to wash. Okay, so this is sheep's head. Sometimes it's lamb, sometimes it's mutton. This dish is very much a South African dish, but how we make it is Turkish influenced. We just roast it in the oven, and in Turkey they do rotisserie style, and they put it in a shawarma. Yes, so that's the full one.
That's your future, my friend.
Yes.
That's where you're going in there. You know, they talk about how you have your left side and right side of your brain, like the creative and the analytical.
Yeah.
Do you think it makes a difference if you eat the left or the right-hand side of the sheep?
So we call it smiley because after cooking it, it just starts smiling. And you see all its teeth. So yeah, it's called a smiley.
Yeah, it's a hectic thought, but it makes sense.
Okay, starting from my left, we have the salsa, chakalaka, beetroot, and then we have the mogodu, and then we have the creamy samp, we have Yenthloko noodles, we have spinach, and this is our homemade chili. We have uputu, the crema pap, we have dumplings, ujeqe, we have chicken feet, we have beans and bones, we have the hard body chicken, umleqwa, we have the beef stew, curry style, and then we have smiley, that's the sheep head, and then pap, and then of course we have umhluzi.
So when I first did Nyama Yenthloko, people told me that I must drink this broth because it's going to help me make children.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Only my wife should testify to this. It all began in music. So I used to be a DJ in Durban.
Sorry, that's one of the nicest things I've ever had. That is one of the craziest things I've ever eaten. I was not expecting that flavor. That is wild. Sorry, you were saying Durban music, yes.
So lockdown, everything on standstill. Now there's no events and there's no gigs. So by the grace of God, we started cooking. And we started by running polls on Instagram. Should we cook this? And people were like, yes, cook it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then that's how it all started. First day, sold out. Boom.
And how popular did that get?
Crazy. It just took off. That's why I'm saying it's the grace of God, because I don't know how people will leave all these fancy restaurants to come to us, and you'll get even people that you wouldn't think they would come to an apartment to buy food. They come and park their Porsches outside and wait for it, you know. So it just took off.
And then how did you end up here inside the store?
So we were looking for a venue. We approached a couple of shopping centers, and obviously this thing of African food in shopping centers is still new. You know, shopping centers don't really understand the type of food is yet there's such a big market for it, you know. So we just ended up here, and now everybody can see that, oh, this type of food can be presented in a way where it's pleasing to everyone.
Just want to try some of this. You guys are going to love this, man. This is unbelievably good. Talk to me about this chili. The last time I had this chili, I had steam coming out of my ears.
So this is our homemade chili.
Okay.
It's popular in West African dishes, habanero.
Okay. For subscribers.
Oh my God. Yo.
That was so stupid. That was so dumb.
You had some water.
I want you to pray for me.
Oh.
Yo. I want to have some of this. Put airs back on my chest. No, I'm okay. That is hot. That is proper hot. Try some of this. And I also think it's amazing. Before I'd come to you, I'd never had scorp or sheep's head done any way other than boiled. But you've taken this and you've completely elevated it.
Yeah, I think I got some of that chili.
It's hot, eh? Oh my God, it's building. It's getting worse. Oh, good Lord. Oh, that was so... Why did you let me do that? Do you have anyone that comes here and orders the food extra hot?
Yes.
Yeah? Like one human being? My understanding with putu pap, you can correct me, is to take it, all right, and do that. Good, bad. You can be honest.
I think that's what people who love pap want to do with putu.
Yeah?
So it's meant to be enjoyed like rice.
Really? This is not right. The whole time I thought I was being such a G.
That is how you eat pap.
Yeah.
So this is meant to be treated like rice.
Okay.
You just eat it with a spoon. But I mean, there's no rules. It's a jungle. you just do what feels right.
Oh man, I thought it was so cool.
Because it will crumble, right?
Yeah.
And it will, if you're eating a stew, it can even fall into that stew. So we just treat it like rice and pour the gravy on top.
But this kind of pap, now this is right.
Yes. You got that right. Yes.
For the gravy.
Yes.
And then I dip it up.
Yes.
Pull it up.
There we go.
Proper. Back to being cool again. So your dream for the future is to have Mogodu in the North all over South Africa.
My wish and my request to people is that they would understand the pricing behind the food. You know, when you think of Mogodu and Nyama Yenthloko, you are almost thinking of a universal price of 50 rands and 40 rand. And I can tell you right now, that price won't get anyone who's selling that type of food anywhere. You know, they'll just be selling to survive and to have some bread on the table, and the business will never really grow. Also, to the consumers, let's just be considerate to the mama and the malume who's cooking this thing. You see people there just wanting everything to be like 30 rand and 40 rand, and it's not profitable at all. They are barely making it back. Now they just have to.
I also think that most food on the higher end gets its price because of branding and marketing.
Yeah.
So cuisines that travel the world do that because somebody said this is worthwhile to pay this amount of money.
100%.
And it's almost up to us also, South Africans, to believe enough in our own food.
Yes.
To allow it to get elevated so as that it can become our own version of what we already are consuming from around the world, our own global dish. I mean, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes.
To go sit at a restaurant in New York and to sit down there and be served Nyama Yenthloko noodles. Wouldn't that be crazy?
It will be amazing.
And we grew up in a world where that was never possible, but because of this stepping stone, I think that we're getting closer to that being a reality.
I really see it happening, man. I think we're gonna get there by God's grace.
What's happening here at Mogodu in the North is more innovative than meets the eye. This is the next generation of being proud of what we have as South Africans and taking it to the world in an elevated way while still being true to our roots. And I really hope that that point lands in this video. Till next time, goodbye.